pausing music. Let's go. Hello and welcome to GosuLeague Division 2, Season 5, Game number 2. And we have got ourselves a match between 4FC and 3D Max. This is, like I said, game number 2. Game number 1 was taken by 4FC. And that was actually, I didn't say in the previous game, but I got some more information in the meantime. Because, as you might know, GosuLeague is a league system. So every team faces each other twice. You get a point for each win. If you lose, you do not get a point. And at the end of the season, the team with the most points wins. Now, so far, these two teams have had 4 encounters each out of the 7 that they're going to have in total. And both of these teams have won all 4 of their encounters, so they're both at 8 points, or at least they were, until 4FC took down 1 point. So they are now on top of the list of Division 2, and you want to be on top because only the first spot in Division 2 is going to go to Division 1. You want to be in Division 1 because there is prize money in Division 1, total prize pool $5,000 each month. So that is why they are fighting. They're fighting hard. 3D Max, they need to win this one if they want to be keeping tied with 4FC. As we will see what heroes they're going to be using to do this with. We're going to see the Bat Rider as well as the Magnus Undying and the Lone Druid banned out, with the Jakiro and the Bounty Hunter picked up by 4FC. So again, that Bounty Hunter, and we saw him doing well in the first game, though it was in the other team. By the way, he was not able to live up to his expectation, or at least his carry wasn't. Sven not being able to be big enough to fight 3D Max, and 3D Max, or sorry, to fight 4FC, the Lone Druid and the Marana, and the Templar Assassin, 3 semi-carries, less carries, while 4FC only had to rely on their Sven. Well, 3D Max had to rely on their Sven. Wow, I'm messing up these teams, aren't I? But we're gonna see which team is going to take that last point. Darkseer picked up by 3D Max and are now ticking into their bonus time to decide which of those they want to have next. Are they going to play the Sven again? Or are they going to give it away to 4FC? It's not no real guarantee that they will give it away, because, I mean, 4FC might not pick it up, but it is Jakiro that's already there, so it is a very big possibility. Templar Assassin also still in the pool, but 3D Max rather goes for like Queen of Pain. Hester Joe Rotten likes to play that hero a lot, of course, as we have seen him doing that a lot of times. And they're gonna complement it with a Rubik, so that's gonna be the one to try and steal the track, and of course try to steal Ice Path and whatnot. There's not that many bad spells that you can steal from the 2 heroes that 4FC have picked up so far. And we're gonna see what 4FC answers with. Do they still want to have the Templar Assassin again, or the Sven, or neither, and go for something entirely different of the heroes that are still in the pool? Maybe even go for a Wisp or something like that, but then they of course risk having those ban-outs for all the heroes that combine up well with the Wisp. But I mean, a lot of possibilities still left here for 4FC. The question is, what kind of game do they want to play? Basically, this pick, unless it's going to be a support, it will kind of give away what kind of game they want to be playing. Although, of course, Bounty Hunter already says that they want to be playing early aggression. There's still a Sven. So they don't want to have him banned. They want to pick him up for themselves. And we're going to see, so far, 4FC has the same lineup as 3D Max had in the previous game, also with the first 3 heroes picking up those. So interesting to see who's going to be coming out ahead of that one. But this time at least Queen of Pain will be there on 3D Max. There's no Templar Assassin in the game yet either. She is now getting banned out. Of course, 4FC still needs a mid lane hero. And we're gonna see what 4FC is gonna be banning out, because of course, I mean, for 3D Max it's easy to ban out heroes. They know what 4FC still needs. They need a mid lane hero, might need a jungler as well, or maybe a tri lane coming off from 4FC, as they of course ran an aggressive tri lane previous game as well, so they just might not want to have that again. Maybe with Shrek being banned out, but at least you kind of know what they're up against. While for 3D Max, I mean, 3D Max needs a carry together probably with the Rubik. They still need their another support. It's a bit more difficult because Rubik can fulfill multiple lanes. Darkseer can fulfill multiple lanes. Though of course we're gonna assume that Darkseer is gonna be going onto that suicide lane and Rubik is gonna be going as a support. But we'll see. It's gonna be Enigma that got banned out by 4FC. Don't want to be facing that one, and might therefore pick up the Chen themselves. I'm not sure. I think 4FC really likes to run tri-lane, so. Or maybe even aggressive tri-lane. Secretly I hope of course for an aggressive tri-lane, because that's gonna make the laning stage a bit more interesting to watch for us, a bit more of a chess game rather than trying to get all those lasers going. Leshrac still gets banned out, so indeed also 3D Max thinking, okay, you know what, we don't want to see that. We don't want to be seeing that aggressive tri-lane coming off with Jakiro, Sven and Leshrac. We have got our Faceless Void banned out. Of course, that's a counter towards the Sven. I mentioned that in the previous game. It wasn't banned nor picked, but it is also one that can stun shut Sven down. Of course, the Enigma was one of those heroes as well. We still, of course, have the Bane in the pool if 3D Max wants to go for that. And well. Other than that, there's not that much heroes in the pool that are actually working against the Bane. We actually have a Puck being banned out. Interesting to note that, because, I mean, Puck is usually played as a suicide lane, but the Bounty Hunter is already there. So Puck banned out as 4FC. Maybe expects Puck to be in the mid lane against the Queen of Pain. But that it's not really often that he gets picked up like that. Luna now being banned out by 4FC, the carrier that they don't want to face against their Sven. Or against their Bounty Hunter, whichever it's going to be. I'm still hoping for an aggressive tri-lane there, perhaps. But we'll find out. 3D Max gonna have their first choice right now. As well, are they gonna pick up their carrier ready? I mean, we still have the Chaos Knight in the pool if they want to try to go for that.
10 seconds remaining.
And the reason I say Chaos Knight is of course because he fulfills a bit of the same role as the Sven, though of course Chaos Knight is a bit more level dependent rather than item dependent, while Sven is more item dependent, want to have this BKB, etc. I'm not saying that Sven doesn't profit from levels, by the way, don't get me wrong on that one, it still matters very much. Very much so.
5 seconds
and I'm gonna just link to you in the chat the information about GosuLeague. And that is that one. Just so that you can check out the scores for yourself as well. And not only for Division 2, but also for Division 1, of course. And we're going to have ourselves a chance still being picked up by 3D Max, so that's going to be their jungle hero, meaning that Rubik is going to be on a dual lane. And let's see what 4FC is going to do with that. And that was actually only 1 second left in the bonus time of 3D Max.
5 seconds remaining.
There, had to be done. 4FC though also taking their time. I mean, they still have plenty of potential if they want to go for an aggressive tri-lane. And then that would be one of them. We saw it being banned out in the previous game. Banned out by 4FC, even against the same lane as they themselves have right now. So Sven, as I said during the first game, a hero that is quite low on mana. He's of course not has that high base mana pool, but Keeper of Light will be able to fix that with just continuously feeding him mana with his chakra magic. And it's the Dragon Knight that's going to be the carry for 3D Max. Dragon Knight rather than the Chaos Knight. Interesting pick there. Also a hero that can, I mean, together with the Chen, if Chen comes out of the jungle when around the Dragon Knight's level 6 or so, that will be a lot of pushing power going the way of 3D Max. There is of course Keeper of Light, so there is counter push as well, but it's interesting to see that, as we have got the last pick coming in from 4FC right now as well. They need still a mid lane together for the Queen of Pain. Might be a Windrunner, just solid and secure. You still have the Beastmaster in the pool of course as well. Shadow Fiend, Storm Spirit. I mean, really, there's a lot of heroes that are still in the pool that can go for mid lane. And maybe you want to have a Night Stalker or something. They have a tag team with Night Stalker Bounty Hunter. Personally, that's a favorite of mine, so I'm kind of hoping for it. Though they of course already have two melee carries / semi carries, or if you can count Bounty Hunter as a semi carry. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't, but they might just want to go for a ranged one instead. Let's see though. Taking their time. This is all the bonus time they have left. It's 12 seconds.
10 seconds.
Windrunner
And
at
this
your
is going to be the
service.
Windrunner, the one that I mentioned first. The safe solo lane that you can have. Solo mid that is, as we jump ourselves inside another overlay so we can see the entire game. And that is gonna be that. 4FC. On the dire side, we're gonna have Strange By playing the Sven this time. Loco, it's gonna be playing the Keeper of Light. Shrilly will be playing the Bounty Hunter. We're gonna have Boomski on the Jakiro this time, with Nose playing the Windrunner. And look at these. I like this one. The set, that is. I like this set. Yeah, it's nice. Anyway, that's going to be Nose to the mid lane on the Windrunner. So that's all everybody of 4FC, as I did introduce every single one of them. Yes, I did. So we jump ourselves over to 3D Max. We have Hester Joe Rotten on his Queen of Pain. No real surprise there. Got to go for a fast bottle once again. Nikki is going to be playing the Darkseer. He will be on the long lane solo, even though right now he's hunting the forest. Bounty Hunter will be played by Noya, who's going to be on this bottom lane. By the looks of it, we're gonna have Hayek playing the Rubik as support. Already picked up some sentry wards to probably, well, he's either gonna counter ward the wards that will stop him from pulling, or hope to get an early kill up on that Bounty Hunter. We see Hawaii playing the Chen once more, and the last one is, oh, did I actually have everybody Hayek on the Rubik? Did I say that already? I think so. Yes, I did. No, that was everybody. 5 versus 5 it is, not 5 versus 6. Crazy me. Anyway, let's see how these two teams are going to be fighting each other. And they will still, no aggressive trial in this time for 4FC.
The battle begins.
So the Bounty Hunter will indeed be on the bottom lane. Hayek and Noya will be on the bottom lane as well. And we'll probably be with the two of them, because the Chen is just right now warding, but he's going to be going into that jungle also. Queen of Pain is going to be up against that Windrunner. And we're gonna see Nikki playing the Darkseer against a tri-lane with the Sven, with the Jakiro, and also with the Keeper of Light. Keeper of Light is, by the way, a hero that could farm jungles. He can stack this camp constantly, stack this camp as well, and then make use of the pulls that he can do from the side to make sure that he can constantly get creeps, get farm, make sure that he can just get experience without really intruding on the lane of the Sven, so that Sven can have all the experience for himself, or only has to share it with the Jakiro. Jakiro already has the rest of the Darkseer away there. Bounty Hunter has eaten his way into a nice little hole there. Gonna be getting experience, and of course, I mean, with the sentry ward already being placed there, he is safe here. And they don't see him either. He doesn't even need to use mana right now, because he can just stay visible, because they won't go in there anyway for now. Hayek is gonna look for him perhaps. He placed, of course, a sentry ward, but this sentry ward does not scout out that ward. And he does not have any more sentry wards. So that is a bit sad. He is looking for it, but he cannot find it. And that is a shame. Oh, it's of course a bit of a gamble. I mean, the ward could have stood here, and then he wouldn't have seen it either. Oh. He doesn't see the Bounty Hunter also. He's lost. Hayek cannot find his opponent. Of course, we can compare the Bounty Hunter to the Darkseer. Darkseer, who has got level 1 still, but Bounty Hunter, he is getting some experience. He's even almost level 3, and he will be getting level 3 with that creep. Or not? No, not. Okay. Rubik's still looking for his opponent. Cannot find it. He just cannot find it. That is such a shame. He could try to eat his way through, thinking that Bounty Hunter might be sitting in this jungle, but would be a waste also, so he's not even gonna try. Maybe we have got ourselves the Queen of Pain, who is 544 on last hits, and it's gonna be the Windrunner is trying to go for the rune. He's gonna be able to get it also. Is 546, so a bit more denies up on her, but the last hits are even. She's now gonna be losing a bit of last hits for that haste rune, though. It will be Hester Joe Rotten that will be picking up some last hits for free while she is away. Darkseer in the meantime managing to get level 2 as well, almost level 3. Able to throw out a lot of harassment to this Sven, and the lane is pushed heavily here also. But with those iron shells, he might actually try to go for... Nah, he won't. He won't. But that is a strange buy. It's gonna be forced back all the way. Or strange B. I don't know. Either way. In telekinesis, they find the Bounty on him, but he can go invisible. No more sentry wards left on Hayek. He'll probably be having some more being brought to him right now. Yes, it is. Sentry wards indeed. So that's gonna be his item of choice. As they push the lane slightly, Chen also coming out of the jungle for those. Brings back a Ursa warrior, who will be helping out, clearing out the creeps. Here comes the courier. Oh, hanging around there. Risky. Courier will be fine. But that is sentry wards. Hayek might actually try to place one there.
Dire's bottom
Try and
tower
catch
is
him out.
under attack.
Nope, not gonna do that. He really wants to be able to push, to pull. So we're probably gonna ward that one. And still Noya hanging around here, taking a lot of damage though. I mean, one Jinada and a Shurkentoss might end him, and the Shurkentoss is at level 1. But there's a salve, of course, helping out the Dragonite. And the pressure continues. No more mana left on the Ursa Warrior, unfortunately, for the Chen. But he has fought bravely, and he will die soon, probably. There we go, he dies. As we have Queen of Pain pick up an invisibility rune. She is still level 4, so probably won't be trying to go for something with that. The Chen hangs around here. He doesn't have any creeps left anymore, but he probably wants to go for this guy right here. Sentry ward being placed, and I think Shirley saw that, so he won't try to go for that one right now. He will play it very safe, and he's not alone anymore either. Keeper of Light hanging around there to continue to counter push a bit, because they don't want to have that tower going down just yet. And with the counter push, with the Illuminate, they will just be able to force him back. And I mean, Keeper of Light not really needed on this bottom lane either. I mean, yes, they have one stun. But that's basically it. Yes, they have an Ice Pet to follow it up on as well, but they don't really need that Keeper of the Light. As Invisibility Rune activated on the Queen of Pain. Where is she gonna go? She's not gonna go here. It's gonna be Nico who's getting locked. He's had an Ice Pet and a stun. Surge away though, should be able to stay alive, and that is indeed the case. That would be the difference between the Keeper of Light and no Keeper of Light, because that might have been the difference between life or death for the Darkseer. Even though I'm not sure if that would have been enough. But a couple of right clicks and Illuminate might be doing the job right there. But the Keeper of Light spamming his Illuminate on the bottom lane and trying to make Chen's creeps life hard. Telekinesis up onto the low ground, up to the Bounty Hunter. There's the stuns as well. Do they have another sentry ward already being placed? And that is the first blood going to Hawaii. Sentry ward worth it. Sentry ward will get denied, of course, or will get destroyed by the tower. But nice job indeed. And it is the Chen that picks up the gold. So he is going to be having his boots. He is also going to be working towards his mechanism probably a bit faster than you normally would expect, and that's all good, as he has, of course, taken the time off the jungle to continue to be here. Right now we'll go into the jungle to maybe pick up his next creep or something like that. So we have got the Darkseer. He actually walked all the way back to base, only to TP back with full HP. He has got his Iron Shell up as well. There is a ward here that of course the Dire will keep track on where the Darkseer is. Queen of Pain though is in trouble. We have Shrilly moving towards the middle lane. He doesn't have track just yet, and of course he is well, Hessager Rotten can just blink away unless there's a quick Shackle. Shackle level 2 might be long enough to hold him in position with the Janada there as well. It's gonna do a lot of damage to Hessager. Might be enough to take him down. But Hessager realizing that something is wrong. Power shot doesn't hit, and now he sees him, so now he knows. And he uses the bottle charges instantly to make sure he's back up to full HP again. And Shrilly will probably rotate back towards the bottom lane as Loco is going to be in some trouble. There is only level 5 on the Dragonite though. No long range stun just yet.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
As they're going to be locked between the tower and between the Illuminate. Illuminate will go through, hits on 2 heroes. Hayek is in a lot of trouble. Taking a lot of damage from this tower. One more hit? No. And that's going to be Hayek being safe for now, and he gets a salve from his teammate, so that will help him out. But Bounty on the back here. Illuminate to go through again, hits on Noya. Noya not level 6 just yet, so of course something that he's going to wait for. Shrilly, almost level 6 as well. Tracks will be going off then, of course. And that's a sentry ward being placed to counter the ward that was standing right here. So we have got Darkseer level 5 as well. So after a bit of a uneven start between the Bounty Hunter and the Darkseer, it is going to be the Bounty Hunter that is a bit behind again, or at least Bounty Hunter, or sorry, Darkseer was able to pick up on experience. It's now fairly even once again. Soul Ring is up on the Darkseer. He might be getting some last hits even with his Iron Shell. He's got 16 already, as we have got the Queen of Pain rotating top. She has got Sonic Wave as well. She doesn't have any charges in her bottle. She doesn't want to show herself just yet. She needs that initiation from the Sven. Well, what am I saying? She's on a different team. She has a Shadow Strike up on the Jakiro. Here comes Nico as well. Nice Ice Pet though. Dual Breath not there. No mana. Sonic Wave, and that's a kill. Shackle, latches, Queen of Pain.
Structures are
Cannot blink away, no mana, no bottle charges. As I said, Windrunner gonna be able to lose or get some harassment in there, but the haste rune already walking out there as Bounty Hunter picks up the Dragonite bottom lane. That was a track kill, and now Bio gonna be the target as well. There will be a Janata as well, the movement speed helping out one Janata. Can there be more? There is no Shuriken toss, but Illuminate will help out, and it's actually the Bounty Hunter that gets a double kill there. 2 track kills going the way of 4FC on the bottom lane. I mean, they might lose the Jakiro, but that is worth it. And they will also even get a Queen of Pain kill still, who was still being chased down by the range runner. The power shot was able to do the job, and that is Nose picking up a kill there as well. Might not have been a track kill, but it will be the kill that gives her the advantage over the middle lane now for sure. As we jump ourselves over to net worth, because that's going to be a bit more important now with all these kills going on. We've got, of course, the Dragonite highest up on there. He has been free farming most of the time. Sven not able to free farm that much now with the Iron Shell being up on there the whole time, and I mean, he's doing okay. He's on par with the Queen of Pain, who was still on mid. With, of course, the Windrunner, who was still on mid as well. Now with the kill, not even still in higher than the Queen of Pain on net worth, but still not doing that bad. But it is, of course, 3D Max that's pulling ahead here slightly.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That's the Joe Rotten harassing some of the tower, but he's already backing off. Wisely so. Queen of Pain already getting harassed back by the Shadow Strike, but at least she is able to defend her tower. Haste rune up on Loco right now, also able to scout out where Hester Joe is going. It's nighttime, of course, so the vision is not that great. We've got Bounty Hunter going that way also. Chen is going to run into him, invisible before Chen sees him though. And he is going to try to go for the Queen of Pain. Can he go for it though? Looking for the Chen maybe first, cannot find him. Now he sees a Chen's creep. Knows that he's somewhere around there, but they juked each other unknowingly. And they will be safe again. As we have got also Hester Joe Rodden being safe once again. He's gonna run into someone else, so it's gonna be the Rubik, but Rubik still nighttime, they didn't see each other. He's gonna try to pull, that's why he's twirling around so much. Stack, I mean, not pull, stack. And Bounty Hunter wasting a lot of time. Could have gone for something. He now went for a double damage rune. Is he gonna guard it, or is he gonna pick it up himself? Windrun, of course, is the one with the bottle, even though the courier has the bottle right now. But yeah, he will guard it until the bottle is there. Drink some bottle charges and pick up the double damage. Or maybe he's gonna give the double damage still to the Bounty Hunter. Nah, no, not doing that. There's actually people incoming also. Sentry ward being placed in case the Bounty Hunter tried to sneak up on them. A Bounty Hunter doesn't do that. Illuminate coming through. Nikki pops a surge. Should be able to get away. Mana leak though. He has a lot of mana. He's gonna try to TP out. Sven's stun is already used, and that's gonna be no ice path in time. And that's gonna be Bounty over Darkseer being safe once again. He's of course he's got 1 assist. Hasn't died yet. Doing a great job on the top lane also with getting some last hits and trying to shut down that Sven. So we have got Shrilly telekinesis in range of the Sentry ward, and it is Hawaii that picks him up once again. 2 kills now going the way of Chen, both up on the Bounty Hunter right now.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Bounty Hunter, I mean, he himself has been in 2 kills also. I mean, he's of the 6 kills in the entire game, he's been involved in 4. You can say it that way. So we have a disconnect for the Darkseer. We'll probably have a pause coming out right now. Yep, there we go. Illuminate still cleared off a lot of creeps there, as well as of course at the tower. Oh, this looks cool. Look, this is the tower imploding. Not really exploding, it looks like it's imploding. Anyway, it is, well, the only kill that he wasn't involved in was the kill in the mid lane up on Hester Joe. A mid lane. I was here, basically, with the power shot. But yeah, we're gonna see the Sven so far. I mean, he's farming. He picked himself up a Ring of Bacillus to get some more mana, which is quite unusual to have if you are a Sven and you also have a Keeper of Light on your side. But we're gonna see how he's gonna do later game. He's of course gonna go for BKB, what else? A Drums, a Mask of Madness. You know, the standard build that we're used from them. And with them, I mean all the Svens builds. 1k gold up on the Windrunner, probably wants to go for a 4 staff as the next item, as it's gonna be well, it's gonna be Keeper of Light. I think that's gonna be building the mechanism for his team, but Keeper of Light not having that much yet either. He is gonna have the Tranquil Boot soon, so we'll have those at least. He's got 1 Sentry ward to counter ward mostly. He's got Jakiro. He's got enough gold for boots. Woohoo! Happy times. We'll take a look at the Radiant side for a bit, as we have 1500 gold upon the Dragon Knight. Also gonna be a BKB for him, most likely. Gonna see how YO building. He's the one to build the mechanism for his team. No real surprise there. And he's very far ahead also. Of course, by the 2 kills that he has so far, he can already buy the buckler and then just need 700 gold for the recipe. And Rubik keeping the sentry wards in check. He doesn't have boots. He can buy it if he wants to, which he'll probably do. There we go. Buys up boots as well as wards and a smoke. The good support Hayek. And of course he wants to keep tracks on that bounty hunter. And well, I made that play of words a bit unconsciously, but he also, when he gets level 6, he wants to of course steal that track to even get better track up on the bounty hunter, not just with wards, but with the track that he might be able to steal.
Tower is under attack.
As the only 2 towers that are down in the game so far on the bottom lane on the Dire side, 4FC, not able to take down any towers for themselves just yet. And now have to defend their middle tower as well, as there are 3 heroes here from 3D Max, and they have Rubik coming in from the side. Telekinesis will be there on Nose, and can they follow up on that? No, they cannot. And Hayek actually now the one being chased down by Nose with the double damage rune. That is going to be painful. Track up as well. Hayek is going to go down. Shrilly coming in with the Jidana level 4, picking up the last hit for that one. And that's gonna be the end of that push in. So you have a draw on the minimap from the Queen of Pain. Maybe to draw how something could have been gone on if he took a different path. Perhaps. Darkseer instead of trouble. Smells his trouble though. Surges himself away. Probably gonna go for a pipe. If he can get it. Maybe even a Vanguard. He's got 1200 gold in his inventory, so doing a great job. He's gonna go maybe towards the secret shop. Or just hang around. He's going to hang around. Again, 3D Max, not giving up on the middle tower. Going to force out a TP from the Keeper of the Light so that he can continuously illuminate. But there's still 3 heroes around here, at least there were until Noya went into the Dire jungle. He finished up the drums rather than going for the BKB straight away. So having that already, with the drums now also up on the spend, so they went for the same kind of iron build. Apart from, of course, the Ring of Bacillus. And wait, what's it called? The Soul Ring. Dragon form, long range stance, really. Can they do more? And that is the breath, and that is the kill. Level 4 upon the Dragon's breath is gonna be enough to get himself the kill, and that's gonna be the tower going down as well, but the gold going towards the Dragon Knight as if he doesn't get enough just yet. And that was the second tier 1 tower dropping, 3rd tower dropping in the game. Can they try to go for more? They have got 4 heroes around here. The only one that's not here is the Rubik, who's trying to defend the middle lane tower. And is able to do it as well. And even kept Nose and Loco busy right there, so that there is only 2 heroes also defending on this top lane. Breath of Fire going through. Sticking around though. No, Chen might be in some trouble. No, the exclamation mark comes up on the tier 1 tower mid. And also up on Nose. They want to try to take him down. It's gonna be the Keeper of Light that finds himself a Darkseer though. Long range stun. There is a surge upon Noya. Looking for the stun. Finds it on Shrilly. Now Shackle is gonna latch him together with Hawaii. Is there a power shot? Yes there is. Ice Pet as well. Stun as well. Hawaii. Hand of God cannot be used. Sonic Wave going through, and it is the Sven that still drops there. Together of course with the Chen. What is in a name? 2 names. Basically the same. Getting picked up. No Hayek. Track up. Dual breath. Ice Path being stolen. Does lock down 2, but it's not going to be enough. Shrilly taking a lot of damage still from Joe Scream. But it's going to be 2 kills going the way of 4FC and only 1 kill going the way of 3D Max. Though of course that 1 kill was the Sven. And the 2 kills were done on a support and a semi-support, of course, the Chen. And all that from 1 Shackle. Illuminate will stop the push in. Tier 1 tower so far still standing. And they actually no, they're gonna stick around. They wanna get that tower. The Dragon form is up again on the Dragon form, Dragon Knight again as well. So Noya will be able to land a long range Dragon Seal again if he wants to. And yeah, 5 heroes in his middle lane. They're not backing down. Nose maybe letting a power shot. Illuminator forced to go through. There he goes. There's the creeps gone. They're still having some creeps left. Tank up. And they really want the tower fortification to go through. Nice Shackle once again. Forced up towards the low ground up on Nose, who doesn't want to be there anymore. Ice Pet locks in Nikki. Illuminate goes through and gets the kill. Loco picking that one up.
Go now boldly into the light.
And that is a quick pickup for 4FC, as I don't think that Nikki was expecting that he would die there. And the tower still stands. That is basically 3 pushes up on this middle tower with no tower going down. interestingly enough. Chen in the meantime has got his buckler. Should have it on the courier, I think. No. What did he do with his gold? He went for mana boots rather than the buckler, I guess. Rubik, Hayek, standing around, placed a ward and sentry wards up on the higher ground. Feels quite safe where he is right now. Though there are 3 heroes around the tier 1 tower still. I mean, 4FC, they've realized what 3D Max is trying to do. Just take down on the towers and get that gold advantage going. But so far, I mean, 5k gold advantage, yes. But there are 3 towers difference. 3 towers is about 4,500 gold. So it's not as much yet as the sentry ward gets, is still there. Sentry ward scouting that sentry ward. The other ward already down, observer ward. As it's now gonna be Shrilly that's gonna find Hawaii in the jungle. He's by himself though. He can't really go for it unless he's getting some help. Maybe of the Windrunner with a double damage rune, but there's Noya hanging around there as well, and as soon as he moves into the jungle, he knows that something is wrong. There's the track, he knows that he's here. Sentry ward being placed as well. Hawaii, Hand of God being used, only one Janata left, but it's not even needed, and the right click goes to the Bounty Hunter, and that is the track kill going the way of Shrilly. Dust is being popped, wants to go for that Shadow Strike latching, right click's going, Scream already hit, and a dual breath, or the breath rather, from Noya. He just gets a kill with that one.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And the Ice Path still up on the Rubik level 3. Nice steal for him, but no track. No track. So the kills that are being done by 4FC, it gives them more gold than the kills being done by 3D Max. Something that we have to take into consideration, as we have again 3 heroes in the middle lane for 3D Max. In the meantime, Nikki on the top lane still
Radiant's bottom tower
has
is under
managed to
attack.
stack up some camps there. He's gonna find Boomski though. I don't think they've seen each other just yet, but they know that they're there. In the meantime, that's gonna be a tier 1 tower. Should be a tier 1 tower. Finally dropping, and that will be indeed the Chaos Knight. So the Dragon Knight picking up. Illuminate will still go through. Ice Pass didn't hit, and that will be Noya still taking some damage from that. But that was the last tier 1 tower standing on the side of 4FC that goes down. So we have the gold grab probably spiking up a bit. Experience grab though is still around 0. Both teams are, well, 3 kills in favor of 4FC. As Sven picks up the Darkseer on the top lane, actually. With the stun, God Strength. I don't think Darkseer was aware that he could be hitting so hard already, even with being shut down quite a bit. And he's still fourth on the net worth list though. But yeah, experience graph being fairly even slightly in favor of 4FC, especially now with another kill going the way of Sven. As if we take that into levels, we see that the supports level 6 and level 8 up on the supports for 4FC with the Keeper of Light and the Jakiro, and both on level 7 for 3D Max, which is actually quite with Chen being so low, but he has of course been trying to push more than he's been trying to farm the jungle. Of course, normally Chen is going to be one of those heroes that's going to be farming in the jungle, getting that advantage that a team would get from having a jungle hero opposed to a team that would not have a jungle hero. But this Chen has been way more involved than most, so that is why we see him on the same level as a Rubik, even though he now got another level, so slightly in favor of 3D Max, I would say, with this. With the Windrunner actually being highest level 12 just now, and the rest of the levels are fairly even. With that, as I will just jump back to the net worth again. Windrunner also highest up on there, 1600 gold in her inventory, as she already has got a 4 staff, has got face boots, is doing quite a nice job with that as well. 2300 gold up on the Keeper of Light, who is definitely doing good for support as well. And we are going to be able to see him picking up a mechanism of the bat if he wants it, and I think he wants it, so we will probably see that of him, as Windrunner will not be pressured to pick that one up. Normally, of course, it is a Windrunner's item as well, but this Windrunner was solo mid, so it's not that logical to have it up on her. As we have the BKB completed up on the Dragonite, let's see how far the Sven is. Sven is not that far yet, unless the courier has something in it that we don't know. No, this is all that the Sven has. Sven has not got a BKB, he's got his Bacillus and he's got his Ogre Club and 400 gold, that is it. And that's of course a difference that towers would make. And of course the Dragonite has been involved in 5 out of the 6 kills so far, with the Sven so far only been involved in 2. He did manage to pick up the last hits for those, and they might have also been track kills, a couple of them, but it is gonna be that would make it in favor of the Dragonite rather than the Sven. Smoke up for 3D Max. Let's see where they're gonna go. Top lane might be the target, might be Sven, who is feeling pretty safe for now, also of course because Shrilly is hanging around there. And they are gonna indeed go for Srili. There he goes. Where's the dust? They need the dust. There's the dust. Vacuum back in. They see where he is. Telekinesis. Srili goes down. And now we see Sven. He needs to TP out of here right now. And he's gonna do that also. Should be doing that. There he goes. Thank you. Even though, of course, I mean, apparently 3D Max were expecting that. And will be not doing anything about it. So they're not going to run in a wild goose chase. Darkseer indeed completing his pipe. Just needs the recipe and of course the cloak. What am I calling? The headdress. The headdress.
Radiant's bottom tower.
There we go, because he already has the hood. Illuminate going through. They're going in now. Searching himself forward. Ice Pad locks in Nikki. Stun from the Sven lands upon Rubik. He steals a track though in the meantime, so kills being done right now for 3D Max are going to be very much in their favor. TP in from Srili. They have a sighted word. Where's the track? Rubik, good track if he wants to, doesn't do it. Hand of God going through, surge away from Nikki. The track latches. There he goes. Do they want to stick around? That is the question. They don't have the Darkseer wall anymore. They don't have the Hand of God anymore. And they will be backing off. Dragon Knight already going towards the middle lane. As there is a tier 2 tower that is unprotected because everybody came towards the top lane to protect that tier 2 tower. Tracks being placed left and right in the meantime. Sentry ward up on the high ground. From the Dire team, able to counter ward everything there. 3D Max. Queen of Pain going to a Aghanim Scepter, at least gonna build that. Able to throw out Sonic Waves more often, of course, as the Gold Graph stay the line towards 3D Max, as they have been picking up towers and kills lately to try and get that going for them. In the meantime, Experience Graph also now in their favor, even though it was, of course, in favor of 4FC for a while. And still, this is not that much, though. I mean, 22 minutes into the game, only 1,500 experience difference is really not that much. Net worth, however, this is awkward, is now very much in favor of the Dragon Knight. He has got 10k gold. He is 2.5k in favor of the highest up on 4FC. And that is 2k in the inventory of the Dragon Knight. He is tracked up. He doesn't really care, though. He is doing fine. I'm curious to see what he's going to go for next. Secretly, I am hoping that he is going to be picking up a Maelstrom. Let's hope it. Would be nice. Would be nice indeed. As we have got Nose. He is going to be building towards a sheep stick with indeed Keeper of Light picking up a mechanism. But the sheep stick definitely needed. They need something to control the Dragon Knight and something to maybe try and gank the Queen of Pain. If you can force that forward as sheep the Queen of Pain, she won't be able to blink away. You might be able to get a good shackle positioning in, and you will have given your team the time to come in and land a stun or an ice pass to also help out with that, of course. Interesting to see, by the way, that Jakiro has decided to max out both his dual breath and ice pass before even picking up a Necropire. Necropire, that's such a useful spell also to counter push it in fights, in team fights, but they don't really want to take team fights just yet. And for counter push they already have the Keeper of Light, so that is probably the reasoning behind that, as they also are not looking to push right now. And the only thing they're looking for is for getting their Sven up to speed, for getting for getting him, letting him have his gold up. Ooh, that is going to be dangerous indeed. And we have got a go on this mid lane, blink in, Loco, gonna get a Shadow Strike, Sonic Wave, hits on 2, Ice Pet though, Lock Zone has to Joe. There's a net on the Jakiro, and they cannot go in on it anymore. There is, of course, a Dragon Knight, pops his Dragon form, his mana leaks, it's just running around with his mana being drained. Hand of God going through, nice shackle though upon Nikki, and Noya. Noya is actually the one to drop. No Dragon Tail being used in that fight, and now 3D Max have to back out. They cannot take this anymore. And it will be Hayek that, is tracked up, trying to run himself away. Has stolen the wind rod. Probably is gonna be still dying though. Plays the ward before he dies, but essential word also. Just because Joe might be able to kill him off. Shadow Strike, Legends as well. Can they go on him? Here comes Darkseer. No, essential word being placed. I don't think this counts them out. Nah, it doesn't. Oh yes, it does.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
no
attack.
essential word for you, but Roshan being attempted here by 4FC, and they know it now too, especially because of that sentry ward being placed. But can they fight back without the Dragon Knight? That is the question. It doesn't look like they can, but will they try is another question. There is no Sonic Wave up in the Queen of Pain anymore. At least, well, no more mana. Ice Path locks in on Nikki. Stun as well. 1 hit, 2 hit, bam, you're dead. Power Shot. Nose picks up Nikki on the Darkseer as now Hawaii trying to get himself away, gets a Janata in the face. Ice Pet doesn't hit on anything. Shadow Strikes goes through on Shrilly. Dust being popped as well. They want to go for him. Dust being stolen, and it is the Shadow Walk actually that got stolen. Nice fence on it. Sun 2 Illuminates go through, picks up Hayek. As we're gonna see 3 heroes now down on 3D Max, and that will be 4FC picking up the Roshan without any contestant anymore. No heroes dying, and they rather pick up the Roshan than to take down one of the towers that they haven't got yet. And one of the things to note here is that 4FC is able to hold their ground with still being 4 towers behind, so they are a lot of gold behind in theory. But still able to hold their ground, so the moment they start taking down towers, they will be getting that gold extra on top of already being able to hold their ground, so that will help them get ahead of this game. And we do see the gold grab already with the team fight dropping without the towers going down, so this is a 2.5k gold difference, with 4.5k gold already still difference in gold for towers, if that made sense. I hope it does, and otherwise, well, too bad, I guess. But yeah, 4FC definitely not looking bad despite their tower position, as we have 1300 gold back up on the Keeper of Light already. As the Jakiro is, well, no words for him just yet. He has got mana boost, he's got 300 gold. Happy times for him. 2900 gold up on the Windrunner, still building towards a Sheepstick. And we're gonna see them just continue to farm. They're happy and trying to do what they're doing right now. They know that the later this game goes, the more in favor they will be. Of course, they realize that the Dragon Knight's on the opponent team that's quite farmed, but they feel like their spend can take him on, so they don't really need to force out anything, and they can just wait until 3D Max tries to force something out, and until then they are happy with just farming, and they can also turtle, so you know, no pressure upon them. Well, for 3D Max, they're starting to feel the heat slightly. They're starting to feel that pressure. They're realizing that they're not having that advantage from that early towers anymore, as we have got Dragonite picking up the Hyperstones. They might be going for an Assault Cuirass as the next item, as that is a logical choice rather than a Mjolnir, even though secretly still maybe Mjolnir, perhaps. No, yeah, don't let me down. Don't let me down. We'll see though. Aegis being stuck there for the Dragonite to take down, as he has got level 2 Dragon Form now, also level 15 upon the Dragonite. Power shot to go through, just clearing out the trees, or clearing out the creeps rather, but I mean, yeah. 4 stuff being built up by the Keeper of the Light. Bit more mobility, of course, that's the one thing that you can do. And you want to also be able to have that to help out your teammates, because I mean, the thing is, if you can get a long range stun up on the Sven, that will be putting the Sven in a lot of danger. So if you can have 4 staffs to 4 staff him out of danger, that will be a big help. Sentry Ward being placed. Want to see if there is a Bounty Hunter around there, of course. Bounty Hunter who finished up his BKB. He's got not that much farm, but I mean, he's doing his job. He's got his Ring of Basilisk going for Vladimir's offering now as well to help out that Sven, of course. Sven, who does have a Mask of Madness. He has got the drums. He is looking pretty good right now, as we will see them probably soon trying to force out that Aegis, because it's only there for 6 minutes and it's already 2 minutes in, so in 4 minutes Aegis will disappear. Will they let it disappear without giving up a fight? Smoke up for 3D Max in the meantime, only on Hayek and High Y though. So we'll see if they can find something with that, but it doesn't look like it. We do have 4FC also gathering up to try and go for some action, perhaps. Maybe. Or maybe they just want to take down the Ancients and waiting for the next stack. And no, going towards the bottom lane. And the smoke up, they still aren't finding anybody. They see that there is a Shrilly here. He also picked up indeed a Morbid Mask for the Vladimir's offering, of course.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Tier 1 tower, first tower to go down on the 3D Max's side. No defense for that. Let's see if they are gonna continue pushing. If they're thinking we're done farming and now we want to fight. We're done evading your fights and we are ahead. We have the Aegis. So fight us or we take your towers. Basically that. It looks like it's gonna be towers because no defense incoming for this one either. In the meantime, Nikwa trying to force out TPs maybe towards the middle lane. But tier 2 tower already going down. This is a lot of gold going the way of 4FC, by the way. Gold grab will spike down with that. And the blast complete up on the Bounty Hunter. We have the pipe also up on the Darkseer, completed up on him. Rubik, who has been warding, has got smoke and dust Hasn't got much else though, so it's pretty squishy if he runs into basically anything that can kill him, which is basically everybody, apart from maybe Jakiro and Keeper of the Light if he can run. They're gonna be tier 1 tower middle next. Let's see if 3D Max is gonna fend that one.
Radiant's middle
3D Max,
tower is
they
under
feel
attack.
what kind of pressure they're on. They feel the situation on the game. They are ahead, they are behind, and they know that. So they need to outsmart 4FC. Brute force is not gonna be it anymore, and it was that before that. It was that with the towers going down, but right now it is not that. It is decisions and trying to trick your enemy into thinking you're doing something that you're not, and trying to find some kills without going for a 5-on-5 team fight. Because a 5-on-5 team fight in this situation could cost more than you want to be able to give out.
Is under attack.
But yeah, they're still hanging around here. And by the way, they are all doing this with 4 people. And this is typical, by the way, it's 4 I've seen. So the 4 are actually in the mid lane, and with Sven taking down the Ancients. And Shrilly, so it's 4 friends plus Shrilly, is on the top lane farming. So that is that. They're doing their name justice. Illuminate. As we have got, I mean, if you look at the lineup for 3D Max, I mean, it's gonna be coming down to Dragonite versus Sven, right? And Dragonite does have his assault correct complete, so this is the Dragon Tail that will be able to stun the Sven if he doesn't have his BKB up. But they don't have anything while that BKB is active, so that's gonna be tricky for them regardless. Other than the stun from the Dragonite, they have got the Dragon Tail, but that is it. That is all the disable that they have, so I'm kind of surprised to see that Joe Rotten hasn't started up building, for example, a Sheepstick just yet. Sheepstick that is completed up on the Windrunner, who wants to of course do something against the Dragonite, because he knows that that is the one that is dangerous. Though of course he also has to wait for the BKB to be up for that one again. But yeah, they're still hanging in the mid lane. And while they're having this, this encounter, I mean, Darkseer is still here. There's Midtown Tower going down, Bounty on picking it up.
Top tower
So that is a 3rd tower going down on the side of 3D Max, all for free, without taking anything in return. And this is still 4 people waiting around, waiting for someone to make a mistake. That's the whole story about it, as Shrilly just got pulled back by the Keeper of Light towards this lane. Illuminate goes through. Now that they know that they're having their bounty hunter here as well, they might try to go for something. Maybe try to go for at least a tower. The tower will drop, and 3D Max actually goes away. Stun latches up on the Dragonite. He can pop his BKB still, and they're not even gonna go in on it. But the tower still drops. And 4FC, they're coming closer and closer to that hard push for the tier 3 towers. As now Noya looking for something, looking for someone on the way back. Won't be able to find anybody though. Haste Room will be picked up by the Windrunner. So that is gonna be the 3D Max. Oh, Shackle up on Noya, powers up to go through. There's being turned into a piglet as well. Can they go on this mana leak there as well? He does have a lot of mana though. He's still flying with that mana leak. Using stick charges, blinding light going through. They don't want to be chased down. Power shot to go through. No more creeps either, and they have to back off. Boomski and Shrilly waiting on the high ground for someone to come. Someone has to come, and now they see the Dragonite. Should be able to see the Dragonite the moment they move there, but they're not moving there. That's a bit of a shame. And they're just farming the creeps together. You can't really spread out all too much. I mean, if you get caught out of position right now, then you will be dropping. And there's actually a Gem of Truth set up on the Chen, so even the Bounty Hunter won't be safer anymore. And he knows it now too, I think, because they saw them counterwarding that, of course, as Dragonite continuing to farm 2.1k gold in his inventory. Illuminate to go through here as well, just constantly. I mean, that's just one of the very annoying things that Keeper of Light is. Continuously illuminates after illuminates. No end to it. Bounty Hunter gonna find a YO by himself. There's a Chinad already. Track mechanism being used. Get Surge away. Should be fine. Save the gem. And he now is forced to go all the way back to base. He still has his Hand of God, of course, which wasn't baited out, so that's quite nice that he still has that in case a real team fight comes, rather than just a gank upon someone walking up into the high ground. But it's still, I mean, still a slap on the face of 3D Max. Even with the Gem of Truth set, you still have to be wary of the Bounty Hunter, especially if you're gonna walk up the high ground. Track up on the Queen of Pain. We have, of course, got an invisible Windrunner here. And there is Joe. Turn 2 picket. Here comes the Sven as well. Ice Path, stun. Second, that one up. 1 crit, 2 crit. And that's Bounty Hunter picking up the kill. Now Haya goes down. It is Strange wants to go for these kills, can't go for these kills, picks up the creeps. And the tier 2 tower here was already dead. They pick up the creep wave as well, and they will try to push into the tier 3 tower. They've got no Queen of Pain, they got no Rubik to deal with, and they will be able to pick up the tower, I think, as well. Godstrength will run out soon. He will turn into a normal blue Sven again, but I mean, that's okay, that's just fine. He can deal with that. Illuminate to go through. Here comes Noya though. Pops Dragon form. Wants to go for someone. Can he land a Dragon Tail on someone? Vacuum in. There's a Dragon Tail up on the Jakiro. And the Dragon form is popped as well as the PKB. Dual Breath going through. Jakiro buying back into the game after going down to Noya. Noya cannot find any targets anymore. Big as dragon that he is. He is not fast enough to keep up with those. Because of course they got extra speed from all those tracks that were up. Illuminate will still go through, but nobody else, the 4FC, will die. But also they will still be able to keep their tier 3 tower there, and that is of course the one that they wanted to go for, and successfully so, as Dragon Knight still gets surged up. Not going to be able to do so, as in not going to be able to find anybody anymore, which was of course his goal, but that's not going to be happening as Roshan is back up again. Both teams are well aware of this fact, so they might be trying to go for something there. Search up on the Dragon again. And yeah, they now realize it's going to be a fake one.
Radiant's top tower.
And let's see who's going to be getting that Roshan. Of course, the Dragon Knight now has its Dragon Form on cooldown, which will be a bit of a downer for their next team fight. We're probably still going to see them trying to defend it. They got a bit of vision from the tornado there, of course. In the meantime, Shrilly, again by himself, has picked himself up a Basher and is going to try to pressure down the tier 2 top. But he's also going to be getting ganked by the looks of it. The smoke is up again, up on 3D Max. Shrilly knows something is wrong and backs off. And the smokers continue on their way. Trying to find someone else. Cannot find anybody. 4FC could also smoke up right now. Daedalus completed up on the spend. 59 gold still in his inventory. Gem of Truth I know up on the Keeper of Light also, by the way. So there's 2 gems in this game right now. There's the Dragon form again. Lands the Dragon Tail. Push release. Sonic Wave. Dual Breath. Or Breath rather. And here comes Sven. 1 hit, 2 hit. And that's already the Rubik dropping. Jakiro still went down on the Radiant side. Darkseer goes down as well. Now the BKB is ended. And now Sven's getting slowed down. And being pressured down. And will drop there as well. Noya taking a lot of damage from these creep as well. Buyback coming off from the Windrunner, who also drops. The Bounce Shuttle drops on the side too. That's the Joe Rotten. Buybacks from the Sven as well. They will not give away the Roshan. And they don't need to. With those buybacks, they basically save the Roshan, and also 3D Max, they have to continue bottom to defend their tier 3 tower there, as Roshan will probably be taken down by 4FC. They could probably take it, and they will not be contested for that anymore, not without the Darkseer there. Everything got used by 3D Max, everything got used by 4FC. But strangely, not able to win that fight, surprisingly enough, and that's of course also because his BKB is like not as much charges anymore. It's now only 7 seconds left inside that BKB, as he, well, is gonna get less and less time in safety. And Dragon Knight surviving that encounter actually, so big plus for him. Able to pick up all the golden experience that was hanging around there. But he does pick up the Aegis, so next time he dies, he will be back up again with full mana, full HP. And he'll probably save his BKB until after he is back up again, so he will be able to stay alive even longer than the second time he dies. Gold graph spiking towards, well, it's not really spiking, it's just going towards the bottom lane. They are gonna try to go for it. Noya being a bit in the danger zone right here. We have got 4 heroes for 4FC right here, actually 5, everybody being on the bottom lane now. This is the second last tier 2 tower still standing. Towers are, by the way, even right now. Tracks are being done. Track up on the Dragon Knight, they see where he is. Let's see if they want to go for it. Illuminate going through. He's being killed off. They don't want to lose their tower just yet, but looks like they will do it anyway. There is a fortification if they want to use it, but the focus fire, I'm not sure if they want to try to use it. Focus fire will be able to get it anyway. Tower will hit someone knows, but he doesn't really care about that, and that's going to be the tower going down. Last hit goes to the Sven. Still some more gold going his way. 2k gold in his inventory. $3,500 gold up on that Windrunner. So we have got her
Dire's top
being on
tower is under attack.
almost 400 gold per minute. Actually doing quite a nice job. She is higher than the bounty hunter with that, and actually higher than everybody else up on the radiant side, apart from the Dragonite. Dragonite's very high though. He's trying to keep up with the Sven and almost doing so. The Sven slightly higher up on that gold per minute. You're gonna see it better if you just look at this one. Probably. With the Sven highest. And 2 people above everybody else but the Dragonite for the Dire side. On the radiant side. You know what I mean. 1500 gold up on the bounty hunter already. What does the courier have? Nothing actually. He just brought something to someone. No. 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 So I'm missing one. Sven. No. I'm not sure what the courier did there.
Invisibility.
Awkward. Anyway. Gem of Truth had being replaced on the Chen, or relocated I should say. It was of course on the Chen earlier and now it's on the Queen of Pain, so nice job for her. This, of course the Gem of Truth set is still also up on the Radiant side, on the Dire side, on the Keeper of Light. 1900 gold on that Keeper of Light right now actually. We have Noya. Oh dear, this cannot be good. The track is already on there. Shackle will latch. There is the power shot. Illuminate to go through. Focus fire. Hex going through as well. Noya, he wants to pop his BKB. Turn on Dragon Form. There he goes. And he goes for Shrilly. Can he find the damage? 2 BKBs active. 1 BKB active on Shrilly. BKB now also active on Strangebee. 1 hit, 2 hit. Higher drops in a matter of seconds. 2 hits and that's all it takes. Keeper of Light still going down there as well, so 1 for 1 with a buyback actually from the Darkseer, so 2 for 1 in fact. As a Dragonite was at least able to survive that one, and why he has to run. He is being chased down by, oh, Sven, he can stun though, and that's going to be a stun, and he cannot TP out. And that's going to be a while going down. Ghost Scepter will try to help him keep him alive a bit more. Power Shot can go through, he wants to steal the kill, doesn't want to steal the kill. And it is Strangebee that picks up that kill. 4,500 gold up in Sven's inventory right now. So we've got the Dragonite so far. He's been doing good too. He's 2,700 gold. I mean, he stayed alive in that fight. He has got 7 seconds now also left on his BKB, so he still has 1 extra charge than the Sven so far has. But I mean, it's gonna be hard for him to try and fight this, especially with the amount of BKBs that's up on 4FC, because I mean, he wants to Dragon Tail someone and then nuke him down, but with a BKB up on the Sven and up on Shrilly as well, it's gonna be hard to do that. Especially if you're then gonna have his Sven bashing up on him, and he cannot really have that Darkseer wall being placed. Look at the damage being done there, and the Strangebee actually having to walk away from them and vacuum back in. Nice macro on the Sven illusion. This is a very powerful illusion, but they cannot push into the tier 3 anymore anyway for right now. They really wanted to have True Sight right there. Sentry Ward upon Sentry Ward, placed at about the same time. Drawing up on the minimap from 4FC as they are aiming towards the last tier 2 tower standing on the map.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Tier 2 tower on top is going to be pretty squishy as well, though. Going to be in the night range by the C script, so we'll probably get the night, but at least it will drop still. Well, probably anyway. Look who can do that. Ah, he doesn't want to. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Windrunner Desolator. That's your item of choice. So the later this game goes, the more semi-carries you want to have. And Windrunner is definitely a good one to have. So Windrunner, Sven, Bounty Hunter are going to be the semi-carries. Jakiro and Keeper of Light still supports. And if we take a look at the Radiant side for that, I mean, of course we have the Dragonite as a carry there. Queen of Pain is going to be a semi-carry, but she is getting gold very slowly. She is still building towards a Sheepsick. So damage-wise is not all that ideal. And, I mean, Rubik... also not. Rubik is being a support here, Darkseer is being a support here, so it all comes down to the Dragonite, and that's gonna be painful. There's at least 3 versus 1 on the carry potential, and they're gonna try to fight this before the tier 2 tower is here. Queen of Pain blinking in, getting a track up on herself, screaming to take down the creeps though. The rest hanging around there. And use the Queen of Pain as bait. There they go, search forward on the Dragonite. Can he find someone? He needs to find someone. Dragon Tail, Bounty on him before he can BKB. Ice Path, Necropide, don't hurt Noya at all. Vacuum inside the Darkseer wall. Can he take it? Strangebee pops his BKB. Hand of God going through. Now the BKBs have to run out. Noya being shackled to a 3. Sonic Wave going through, and that is really still dying. The man fight was in favor of Noya, while Keeper of Light still picks off Noya on his Dragonite. But the Sven is already down. Ice Path latches in high. Boomski wants to go for him. Changes his mind. And we'll probably try to get away together with Nose, who is also on his way out. So that is 3 for 2 in favor of 3D Max. And the Dragonite able to hold his ground. And of course the Sonic Wave doing a lot there as well. The BKBs. Making a difference there. And that's I mean, the Shackle latched that way, I believe. I'm not sure where the Wind Runner was standing. I think it was somewhere around there. But that wasn't... it was an okay Shackle. We've seen worst or weirder ones. Probably. But yeah, that was a man fight between the Sven and the Dragonite, and it was actually the Dragon fight that won. He managed to get a crit, of course. I mean, it comes down to luck, right, also. And the armor, of course, from the Salt Grass helps a lot with the Dragonite. Why am I looking at Dark Jinx? But it is, I mean, the last hit from the Dragonite was a crit, and I mean, you have a bit of luck involved there, and that's of course a bit of a shame, but yeah, it was Dragonite that won there. Interesting indeed, but we of course in the end still going down to the Keeper of the Light, Illuminate, of all people. So that's gonna be that, and that's actually the Tier 2 Tower still lives. I mean, this game, it still can go either way if you saw that other fight, but if you saw the team fight, though, if you look at the gold graph, you're thinking, okay, you know what, 4FC has this. 14k gold in their favor, 15k experience in their favor, and that is, of course, I mean, if you trade kills, I've said it basically every game where there was a bounty hunter, but if you trade kills with a bounty hunter on your team, you're always going to be ahead, because you get more kills from more gold from those kills than your opponent does. As the smoke up comes from 3D Max, they know they have to do something, and they know they have to do it fast before the 4FC semi-cares can live up to their potential. And Dragonite leading the charge. There's no heroes here for the Radiant team or for the Dire team, unfortunately for them. Strange Bee hanging around there. Now also got an Assault Grass, so next time there is a man fight, he will be able to be victorious, or he should be able to be victorious. Especially if he has his God Strength activated. Oh, they now know that they're there. Vacuum misses. Jakiro saw that though. And Jakiro now with the Gem of True Sight rather than the Wind Runner. And now, this is a fight that they want to take. Ice Path only on creeps. Noya hanging around, gonna try to land a stun. Strange Bee, no stun. Nice Shackle though. Noya now getting stunned up, and there goes Strange Bee. Is he gonna get it? Yes, he is. He will already drop down Noya before the fight even starts, and now the rest can be picked up. Ghost after being used by Nikki. They're trying to get himself away. There's also a Ghost Scepter on the chin. It's only delaying the inevitable though. That's a kill. And in the meantime, there is a Hayek going down to the Windrunner Nose, who is of course pretty farmed on 2900 gold up on her. 3 heroes down on 3D Max. And this might be Rax in the mid lane. And they are pushing up to the mid lane to the tier 3 tower, which is, well, still on full HP, but it will drop very fast with the amount of damage that 4FC can now throw out at it. Even though God Strength is on cooldown, buyback for the Rubik. Is there buyback on more? We also have a buyback on the Queen of Pain. If she dies, she is not dead though. Fortification goes off. There goes the track up on the Queen of Pain. They don't really care about kills right now though. They care about the tower, and they will be able to get it. And there it goes. Will be Barracks next. Yes, it will. Ranged Barracks going to be the first one to drop. They have, of course, less armor, so will drop faster. They will actually get both Barracks anyway. 4-star forward. Nose wants to go on this. Can he get a Shackle? Trying to get in range. Goku's fire up on Nikki, but will not be able to do it. Nice Ice Bat locks in too, and both die. Both Hayek and SHO dropping down. And now, can they go for more? They want to go for the bottom lane. The GG well played comes out, so it's 4FC that is now on top of GosuLeague Division 2. Because they take 2 points from this encounter, are now 10 points with 3D Max left at 8 points. So that is gonna be the state of the Division 2A right now, as this was game number 2. And if you're wondering, well, why only 2 games and not a best out of 3? Well, it is a league system. Everybody faces each other twice at the end of the season. The team with the most points wins. And what will you win, you ask? Well, you win a spot in Division 1. And Division 1 is, of course, where the money is at. There is every month $5,000 inside that Division 1 to win. So yeah, 4FC one step closer to getting in that Division 1, and we will have no games after this, or at least not a professional game. We're gonna have a game with Dota Noobs. Yes, that is their name, the Dota Noobs. I'm gonna be playing in-house with them, so you can check that out if you want. And yeah, we'll jumping ourselves out of this game. My name, by the way, is Sheever. I'm a GosuGamer's caster. If you want to support me, subscribe to my YouTube, which is youtube.com/SheeverGaming. As of course you can also see that my Twitter is also SheeverGaming, so you can follow me there as well if you're interested. Anyway, thank you for watching, and be back.